Hey, this is Professor Ken. I'm here at the Americans Food and Beverage Show in Miami, and I'm here with Juan Carlos with Shoppers Direct, and he's going to explain to you what this does, which is very important. It's a personalization engine that's going to help connect the consumer to the retailer. So Juan, tell us about this.
Thank you, Professor.
Yeah.
Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah.
Okay, no, perfect. Yes. Basically, with Shopper Direct, what we are working very hard is the engage your shoppers.
Yes.
Is the main point, like engage your shoppers. And it's focused for the retailers, the supermarkets who are trying to get connection, very close connection with their shoppers.
Right.
So what we do basically is we develop a technology that it can be installed in the supermarkets. When the shoppers, when they go to shop, they have an easy way to register directly in the system.
Right.
So that's why we create, we have here like some kiosk, personalized kiosk.
And that goes at the register, that the kiosk would be at the register or wherever you put it.
Exactly. Basically, it's in the register. So it's very easy way when they are paying.
Right.
Very fast way to sign in.
Right.
So they can sign in. But one of the most important things is like they see something with branded with the supermarket.
Right.
So they have like a custom personalization with their brand, with their color. So they feel like a loyalty, engaged with them.
And that's important. You know, engagement is really important today, and personalization is very valuable. So explain why a retailer has to have, especially a small independent grocer, why do I need to know who my customer is and personalize my office to them?
That's a very good question, because what happened before, when you go to the store, to the supermarket, you go and pay and leave, and that's it.
Right.
But you don't have the customer information. You don't have, your customer.
That's right.
And it's very important to know your customer, have the customer information, because if you want to communicate with them, you already have that information.
Yeah.
So that's why with the kiosk and with the personalization, the branded, so the shopper feel good to give the information to the supermarket, because they're gonna receive their special, their promotions, the coupons, that kind of communication. Or if something happened, let's say because the store gonna be open for more days or whatever, they can communicate there. They have a direct connect with the customer.
And I think that's the key, Juan Carlos, because we want to build a relationship. It's all about, and I always say it's about falling in love with somebody, right?
Yeah.
If you fall in love with your customer, or better yet, if your customer falls in love with your store, then guess what? They'll probably come back and trust you more and spend more money, because now we're competing against everything.
That's true.
So we have to be more competitive. We have to be personalized, right?
It's very important what you say, because you want to belong to your supermarket.
That's right.
So if I believe I belong to my supermarket, the supermarket knows me, they know my behavior, how do I purchase, everything. I can give you a special discount, communication. So that's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. And how do you think an independent grocer, so mostly an independent grocer is competing against those bigger retailers that are out there. How do you think this helps them be more competitive with a bigger, the bigger grocer chains?
That's a very good question. Because normally when you sign in the store, it's not like, okay, I already signed in, but you have a communication. The store, the supermarket will continue sending the information, the weekly ads to the phone.
Right.
Or if they have a special product they want to promote, do they know they have a great price?
Right.
So they can see it. So this is a direct communication, the store with them. And that's why they differentiate with the big marks, you know, because you are connected. You say, okay, that's my store. I want to go there. They have my products. For example, depends of the country they can find directly the products. So that's a very good communication.
And I think that's key too, because we're talking about personalization, but it's getting to know you. So you could go into a big store and you could buy anything. Maybe you could save a couple of pennies here or there, but aren't you looking for someone someone that can help you too? And it's that connectivity, especially if it's a local store. And I think that this is a great tool to use that. What do you think the future is for an independent grocer? Let's say if they don't do something like this, how are they going to compete?
Wow, it's very difficult, because they cannot compete, because you said today there are many avenues, people trying to get the information, the shoppers to go to the different avenues. But if you already establish the communication, like what we are doing right now, we have a special communication, we have a direct communication, and this is the best way, because let's say you are a supermarket and you have 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, but how are you going to be directly in their hand, the
That's
phone.
right.
Not only the weekly ad, but also they're gonna see like you have events at the supermarket. They connect with their social media. They connect with many things because at the end it's a community for the supermarket.
See,
Right?
and that's the key. It's the community. So if I'm a regional grocer and I spent a couple years with a large regional grocer, okay? If I'm a regional grocer, I want to build that community, and I don't have the same dollars to spend on advertising like a big retailer, right?
That's
Right now in grocery, right now, the two big companies, of course, everybody knows is Amazon and Walmart in most cases, right?
Correct.
I don't have a Walmart budget. I don't have an Amazon budget.
Correct.
But with something like this, with that personalization, it sort of closes that gap immediately. And that's worth a lot of money because now I can make you a more valuable customer.
That's true. And also what you mentioned, the budget, because this technology is not expensive as the other ones,
Right.
because you already have the connection. You just spending is how you wanna connect with them,
Right.
and they're gonna receive your message, and they're gonna feel part of the supermarket, because you can incentivize with coupons, with rewards, with points. So that's feel like I think it's my community. I want to be part of that.
What do you say? What do you say to those people that say, well, this is great for the 20 somethings, the Gen Zers, but my shopper is 50 years old or 60 years old
Yeah.
and they're not interested? Do you think that's true or not?
Honestly, no.
Right.
You know what happened? At the beginning, when we start with this pilot, I received many concerns about that. Like,
Right.
no, my people is old. They are not technology savvy or something.
Right.
But once we install the system, even the cashier, they don't ask like a sign in, but they identify, oh, this is part of the supermarket. I want to be part. And they sign in with information, basic information. And after that, if they don't receive the message, they go and complain, why I haven't received my message?
Right.
It's very important.
Well, listen, they may not be technologically savvy. And I don't know if I agree with that because I know 60 something people, everybody has a cell phone now, right?
Everybody does.
So everyone communicates. They might not know how to do all that stuff, but they know how to get messages.
Yes.
But everybody wants to save money, right?
That's the most important. That's the
So-
key, everybody wants save money. Everybody, you give something, they want it,
And so how does this help a consumer then save money? And what does your system do that can help a consumer save money?
Okay, we create an special wallet. It's like a digital wallet related with the phone number. But like everybody knows the phone number.
Right.
So when you go buy something at the store, you are winning points.
Right.
So let's say you have $1 per 1 point, right? Or you have 500 points, you're gonna get some discounts.
Right.
So this is something like, okay, I want to go to the store, I want to spend, but I know that if the store is giving me something,
That's right.
because I am a good customer,
That's
right?
right.
A good shopper. So they love the people. The people love it. And also, if you have a special discount because you want to buy a coffee and they give you 2 coffees for a special price, I want to go there too.
And you know why I think that's important too is because right now there isn't anybody shopping in one store. If you're gonna shop, normally you're going to 2 or 3 stores to get everything you need, right?
Right.
Because they're looking at their price sensitivity. So this actually helps keep that in that basket. So it'll grow your business. What do you think the future is for the connectivity with the consumer and let's say AI and personalization? Are you guys using that now? And what do you think the future is going to be?
Yeah, that's a very, very key point for today, because everybody's talking about AI, but what is AI and how the AI can help my supermarket? Now, the answer is, okay, you already have the data.
Right.
With this system, you already have your customers. You already know how often they are coming with their point because they are connected with you. But also, how is the basket for the shopper. So based on that, with the AI, we are working with that databases and creating some good insights for the owners of the supermarket so they can know exactly where they can be focused, what are they looking for,
That's
how
right.
they can provide better discount, better package, better option, or maybe product like they are looking in other places. They
Yeah.
can find something and they can negotiate with their
With the provider. And
So-
and then not only that helps with inventory, it helps with replenishment, demand. So it not only helps the consumer, but that helps everything.
That's true. That's true. It's amazing. That's why. And something very important with this technology or with this information is like we have to listen. We have to listen the data. Because if we don't listen the data is there.
That's
Today they have the data. But if they don't know what they do, once you have that one,
That's right.
you have the power.
And data, and that 1P, that data is the most important thing. Now we talked about Shopper Direct, but let's talk about general things. So 5 years from now, if you're still an independent grocer, do you think you have to start this today, or can you just wait and think about it some more?
No, you have to start working. Even you don't have to run, but you have to start walk. Go in, prepare, because if not, in 5 years, you're going to be very out of the business because everything is changing too fast today.
Yeah. And I think retailers are going to stick around. The building's going to be there. Not all of them. But if you're not connecting with that consumer this way, you're going to be behind. You're going to be behind.
That's true.
And you want to be ahead of the game. What do you think the future is going to hold? I mean, what do you think the shopping in 2030 or 2040 is going to look like?
That's a good question. I think like we are human beings, we like to go to the store, talk to people, but also because we are in this world with the technology and with any we are looking something convenience.
Yeah.
So based on that, you're gonna see people buying with the mobile applications, buying with the store, with the text message, going to the store to see something. But it's a big transformation, You say it's gonna be
and I think even more. I think you mentioned text. I think in 5 years, we're not going to be texting anything. We're just going to be speaking, saying, give me an avocado, give me a ham and cheese sandwich, give me leche, I need milk. And that's what's going to happen. And then that grocer has to be able to prepare that list.
That's true. Like, even though they have to know what do I missing to order, or the system will provide you.
It's going to know.
Remember, Professor, we have to order this. Okay.
Isn't that great, right? So I bought, just to tell you real quick, I bought one of those smart refrigerators. And I never use it, but it's supposed to tell me what I'm missing or what I'm not missing. So I still, one of these days, something's going to tell you, hey, I need to bring home milk. I need to bring home eggs. I need to bring home bread.
And they're going to send you the list and you just say, okay, yes, please order.
And I think, and that's exactly right. I think what's going to happen is say, okay, I need to buy groceries this week. And that's all I'm going to say. And then that list, because of the personalization, like companies like yourself are doing, they're going to be able to say, okay, Professor Ken orders this every week. And then they're going to ask me, do you need to order anything else? Do you need meat this week? Do you need cheese this week? I'll say, no. Just get my list. It's going to send it to the store.
Exactly.
And the store is going to have it ready for me. And I just go and pick it up.
That's true. And also they're going to remember, Professor Ken, remember this weekend you have a party in your home. So you want to prepare something for you? Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, include those items in the...
I love that. That's going to be amazing. Well, listen, it's so nice to meet you. Tell us about your launch plan for the U.S. Are you relatively just new, or you have established accounts already that you have?
Okay, yes. No, thank you for that question. We are, as a Tailoring. Tailoring is an organization established since 2005. And we have we have 3 divisions. One division that we are talking is the Shopper Direct. And Shopper Direct was established before the pandemic, like 2019.
Right.
And based on that, we are been growing, nurturing the product, and also many feedback from our customers, creating better upgrades. But we are covering now the East Coast. We are covering the East Coast. We are covering the new area, Florida. We have some in Carolinas. But also, we are planning to expand the market. Even we have in this trade show, we have some business people coming from Latin America, they like Brazil, so those kind of occasions. But yes, we are trying to establish a strong product, create very good relationships with our customers, with partners, for the peers, and trying to be very strong. Yes.
That's great. Well, it's exciting news. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm going to also share the video and sign up and do the illustration for everybody as well.
Okay,
I really appreciate it. Thank you, Juan Carlos.
No, thank you, Professor.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.